heard you had problems in there. It's very obvious looking at that windscreen what the problem is, but how did it happen?
Not far from the finish, actually. Very slow left-hander. Wasn't even fast, Cole.
Right.
Pretty slow. I think it just slipped off the road a little bit, and a bit like Andrew Travis said, there just happened to be a tree there.
Wow, so you've hit the tree?
Yeah, straight through the thing and smacked the windscreen. I think a branch has hit the windscreen. So.
Goodness me, so it's obviously the windscreen is the obvious damage. Is there any other damage?
No, the car's fine. No trouble at all. Very well-built car, isn't it?
It's a solid car. Someone knew what they were doing when they built this car.
I did.
The question then is, do you have a spare windscreen?
Yeah, we have, back in Adelaide. But I'd just love them to stop tonight's stage now, and we're all sweet.
Dear, so obviously there's still one more running of that stage to come. You won't be going in like that, will you?
We couldn't do another run tonight, so I'm rather hopeful the dust will kill it. Time in the dust.
We are devastated for you, but you made a mistake.
I did make a mistake. Not the first time out here at night time either.
Let's take a look inside this. Do you mind if we have a quick look from the inside? Just look, it is in the worst possible place. I mean, look at that, the shreds, you really can't. Mark, how are you? Everything okay? Yep, good. Let's have a look through it. You can see through there. Obviously, the light on the windscreen amplifies the problem, but almost impossible to drive with that issue. So there we are, folks. Desperately bad luck. Stu Bowden second in the Classics. He's also right up there in the South Australian Rally Championship standings. Hopefully he'll be back out in time for that tomorrow. Stu, are you hopeful you'll be back out for the last few stages of the South Australian?
The main thing is they actually dropped the next pass on this stage tonight, and at least that buys us a bit of time.
I can't believe how chirpy you still are, because this is your huge event of the year.
Yeah, it is too. It's not often this happens, but just one of those things at that hour of the night. And we had a beautifully clean run. Not even trying. We'd backed right off, so not a problem. Just one of those things.
One of those things, Stu. Good to see you still smiling. So there we are, folks. At really tough luck. Where's Lukey? Look, this is your man next, leading the Classic Rally now. Tom Dermody.
Tom Dermy, let's see how he's gone. He was the first one to suffer some dust issues, and let's see if he actually suffered on that. Tom, how was that? It's 72 Ks, it's a long time to be out in stage mode.
Yeah, it was a good stage, but it was hopeless because we were sitting in dust for probably 80% of the time. We weren't at full nose, we couldn't see where we were. It was just dust everywhere.
And with dust in the stage, it's really hard to see how far you're going. How important is the co-driver there in their calls in terms of when the T-junctions are coming, when the special calls are coming?
Yeah, it's very important, but obviously we're on road books, so they don't call every corner, so there's a lot of stuff in between, and we just couldn't see where the road went. We were just guessing our way through and slowing right down, so anyway, it is what it is.
You're now in first place, I believe, with Stewart's issues, so I guess one more to go. Do you take the same approach now? Do you try and get through just to see through to tomorrow?
Yeah, try and get through tomorrow, keep it safe and steady, and try and have a smooth run tomorrow, and see what way we end up tomorrow night.
Go well for the second one. Colin, we're back again.
Back again, yeah, just commiserating with Stu. It is quite remarkable. That's rallying. That is rallying. Particularly this type of demanding rallying at night. We talked about it a lot, didn't we? Stu was telling me the last part of the stage there, we talked about the first 60 Ks already being run in one or maybe both directions. The last part of the stage, again, was loose, new gravel, and he just got caught out. It's rallying, Luke, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really tough, and it's new kilometres as well, so you haven't seen it during the daytime, you're seeing it for the first time at night, so it's really hard to do.
Really hard to do. We've caught up with Tom. We believe he still leads, right?
Yes, we believe so.
So what we're going to do, folks, we are going to catch up with one or two of our other drivers. We're going to wait a little while and catch some of our crews a little further down the field. So join us again shortly. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in a moment or two. Well, I got a little distracted waiting for the other guys to come in. And Kevin here, who's sitting in second place, by the way, his service crew are the second best service crew in the service park. I don't know who's the first best, but I have to give them something to keep pushing for, to make it better and better. So have a look around there. Pete, look at that. Look at that. Hash browns, sausages, burgers. You've got to have the ubiquitous tomato sauce on the sangers. They don't call them sandwiches in this part of the world. They call them sangers. I'm having a sandwich without the sandwich. Just a sausage for me. Kev, what are you having?
I'm just having a sausage too with a bit of sauce, or should I say dead horse.
Oh my word! But is that what you call a sanger in this part of the world then?
Snag.
Sag.
Snag.
Sangers, snags. I don't know. Kev, anyway, tell me about your run this evening. We think you're maybe, depending on what happens with Stu, second or third place at the current time. It's been a good run.
Yeah, we've had a reasonable day. That stage was... Oh, look, I enjoy night rallying, but I didn't enjoy that. It was very demanding. Was the focus was immense. By the time I got to the end of that 70 Ks, my brain hurt.
That's the thing, isn't it? 70 Ks, if you're first on the road, 70 Ks is demanding enough in terms of the focus and the concentration. But with the dust that you were having to contend with as well, it is a proper full focus, 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was. And some of the faster stuff out there didn't have a tree line, and it was cresty and across the ridgeback, so it's really hard to gauge where the road's going. So you're backing off over every crest, and you just hemorrhage time when you do that, and you're just unsure of where you're going.
Yeah, but at least you're here, aren't you? And there's no trouble. And that, I suppose, was the aim. And that's the important thing. When things start to get tough out there, it's easy to kind of almost panic and do things that obviously occasionally can be quite catastrophic. But to actually rein it back in, keep it nice and steady, that's actually quite difficult.
It is, and I think we've dropped a little bit of time, but the damage was minimal, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Do you know what I'm happy with? I'm happy with that sausage. It was really good. Second best service crew.
Thanks, Carl.
Where's young Luke? Young Luke, did you get a sausage?
No sausage for me. I might have to go and get one in a sec though. The way you snaveled yours up, you look like you needed it.
I'm telling you, there's an art. You'll learn. The more time you spend around me, the more you'll learn about food stealing. I'm very, very, very good at it. So there we are. Let's wander along, shall we? Wander along. Darky Bar Smith, he's had a good run through there again. You know, everyone talking this evening about the dust and just how challenging it was. You can see it on the side of the cars and, on the helmets. It's really difficult out there. I've got greasy paws now, greasy hands from the sausage, but it was dead good. Have we got any drivers along here?
Yeah, I think
Who's this?
We got Rob in here.
Go have a word with Rob, Luke.
Rob,
Look, you're back, you blokes.
we're
You
back.
can't get rid of us. You really can't.
We spoke to you before the long stage at 70 kilometres. You said you just wanted to get through. You got through?
We got through. Not a problem. A little bit of dust. I reckon about 20% of it was dust, but the rest of it was pretty clear. The road's getting a little bit powdered up because we've used it a few times now, and in the trees, calm night, clear skies.
20% dust is somewhat less than what some people are saying. A lot of people got the dust really bad, but it sounds like you had a pretty clear run. I guess 80% clear.
Yeah, but I'm used to it. I'm old.
Well, I'm glad you said that, not me.
we used to live with it, and you'd always try and creep out from the guy in front of you, and you get 4 minutes. You might even check in late just to get the space, but you find that they were checking in late too. So you'd be all chonk, chonk, chonk going backwards. But no, and some guys are really good in the dust and some aren't, and you've got to be brave.
Between rallying now in 2023 at night versus rallying back in the day, the light technology has come along in so many different ways. I guess it's completely different.
It's startling now. It's like turning on the sun. But I can remember when CB Oscars came in and Super Oscars, and we thought we were in heaven because at that stage we were running Lucas. And, he was the Prince of Darkness, Joseph Lucas. So, the technology. But I think I said to you early, I probably didn't, but earlier to someone, the technology now in the cars is just startlingly good. The suspension's glorious. Brakes, they actually stop and keep stopping. And shock absorbers don't collapse on you. Springs don't go soft. It's just brilliant. And the tyres don't go flat.
Fantastic. Enjoy your last run over this night one.
Thank you.
Enjoy those nice bright lights.
Back this way, Pete the cameraman. Do you know what? I think I had this car. What year is this, guys? What year is the car? Mine was a little older. Darren and Michelle Crozier, husband and wife team. I had the 2002 STI, and can I say I hated it?
Really?
Well, I tell you, but only because I'm not a driver and I've got no skill. And this thing in 2002, they had terrible turbo lag.
Yeah, no, this one's good. This is only the second event we've done with it, so
it's remarkable.
Good learning process.
It's incredible, isn't it, to look at the car because it still looks like almost a modern rally car, and it's 20 years old.
Yeah, it's old in rally terms now. But very forgiving car, this one.
they're perfect. And if you get a little bit of rain, a little bit of difficult conditions, it is the best car to be in, isn't it?
I'd say all our history is two-wheel drive, so
Right.
four-wheel drive makes it a bit easier. So.
Dan, tell me about the day you've had. You guys, it's been a long day, hasn't it? And you were telling me earlier on, you're just a wee bitty tired.
Well, yeah, we're all tired, I think.
Good lad. Michelle, how's he getting on? Is he driving well? Is he managing to keep that focus even although he's tired?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, we're going really well. It's listening well, so that's good.
How are you finding it at night with the road book and reading the directions? Do you have to contribute maybe a little bit more at night?
I'm actually quite good. The light I've got's quite good, so hopefully it's not annoying Darren too much, but I can see all right. So no, it hasn't been too big a transition today, actually. Yeah.
How long have you guys been rallying together for?
We started about 95, 96.
Yep.
And then we took 20 years off.
You must have been kids when you started.
Yeah.
Yeah, still kids.
Yeah, we all are. We really are. Wonderful to see you guys. Fingers crossed for the next run because it's going to be just as demanding, I'm sure. Lovely stuff. We'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Well done. There we go. 95 they started. How old were you then? 26. Oh, about the same age as me and Pete the cameraman. Well done. Nice one, guys. Let's wander along a little bit. We did swing. And this is your one. Go on, Luke. Go on, redeem yourself from earlier on today. Let's talk to the boys that look like twins but aren't twins. They're just brothers.
Definitely not twins.
They look like it. They could be. Apart from the fact that one's tall, the other one's just a little shorter. Just a little shorter. I didn't say short, I said just a little shorter. How rude am I? I'm going before I get slapped because the big brother's really quite big.
I'm the little brother.
You're the little brother? Oh, I'm totally confused now. I'm getting out of this one.
Big brother Brad. It's a long day today. How'd the Commodore go?
Yeah, very long day, but the Commodore, I can't fault it. It's unreal. So it's nothing like a VL driving through the forest. So it's unreal.
And it sounds good through the forest. To me, it's going to be at full throttle a lot of the time. How did it go out there tonight in the dust when perhaps it's a little bit harder to see and a little bit harder to commute on full throttle?
Yeah, that was a little bit scary with all the dust. We couldn't really see too much at all. But old Stewie McGee here, we had the door open for a little bit, but he kept it all in. But yeah, no, happy to get to the end. But no, we're happy, so it's all fun.
So is that the first time as a navigator that he's sort of felt a little bit sick like that? Do you get sick like that?
I will admit I have christened his Subaru quite good, so he probably owed me one there, but luckily he saved the carpet in the old VL, so we're all good.
Good to hear. Now we've got one more stage tonight. It's obviously exactly the same as what you've just done. Do you change anything now? Do you, I guess, approach it in a different way now that you've seen, I guess, the little bit that's added on to the end for the first time?
No, I don't think so. We'll just get out there and just cruise through it and get to the end, I suppose. That's all we're here for now, so having a bit of fun and, yeah, just get to the end.
Good work. Let's hope the co-driver keeps the lunch down.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yeah, there's some lovely sausage sandwiches along there. That might not help, with the next stage. Just ignore that. Just a very quick one, boys. Is this what we call an Aussie muscle car? Educate me.
I think it's debatable, I think, actually, at the moment.
Oh, why is it debatable? So what have we got in the engine then? What is the spec on the car?
Honestly, it's just a standard car. Standard RB36 cylinder, Nissan motor, obviously, as they come in a VL. Standard gearbox. It's got a VK Commodore diff, converted to disc brake rear end, but other than that, it's pretty much standard ECU, standard brakes, standard...
Carpet, hood lining.
Yeah,
It's got the carpet still in it, so...
We had to get rid of the aircon. It was draining about 6 horsepower, so we had to get rid of that. So, but other than that, yeah, just a standard car, and yeah.
Right, I'm going on my search for an Aussie muscle car because this clearly isn't it. It sounds like the kind of car that maybe you would take to the supermarket at the weekends.
Yeah, for sure. We're actually going to lawn bowls in the morning. We'll pull up, but yeah, no, it's unreal. It's smooth on the road and super quiet. So yeah, it's good.
You're having fun in it. Well done, boys. We're going to go and speak to some more cars. Oh, we'll be back with you in a little while.
Now, the last person who we're going to be interviewing today is Joel Wold. Look at the front right-hand corner of that car. It's a little bit damaged. There was some damage on the first car in. Now there's a car here with some more damage. The first car was a tree. Joel, what was it that's caused that damage?
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. Spotted deer. And we're in 6th speed. I don't know, 150 thereabouts. There's nothing we can do.
So you didn't see it at all? Just
No,
speared out in front of you?
Straight out. Yeah, straight out.
How far into the stage was that one, I guess? Did you get any time loss?
I think we Yeah. Yeah, so we probably still had another 30 k's to go. Yeah, so time loss, but we made it, and it could have been the screen or the middle of the car. So I think we got away with it.
So apart from the damage that's clear to see on the front, it still drives okay?
Oh,
Is it still-
absolutely. It's a Datsun. They just keep going.
Yeah. Exactly right. The last stage, you've got to get through to tomorrow, don't you?
Absolutely.
There's still a long way to go.
Yep, that's all we need to do.
Fantastic. Thanks, Joel.
Thank you.
Best of luck for tomorrow. That's it. We're going to see you on Sunday morning, the last day of Shannons Rally of the Heartland. There's still one more stage tonight. So remember, rallyresults.com.au to see all the times. And remember, we're going to get some highlights to you as well. So keep an eye on our Facebook page, and we'll speak to you tomorrow. Have a good night.